Okay, we will call the February 24th, 2025 meeting of the Town of Somerville Planning Commission to order. The first order of business is oath of office.
So, yes, ma'am. If you can just raise your right hand, you can sit or stand. Come on, and repeat after me. I do solemnly swear
I do solemnly swear
that I am duly qualified,
that I am duly qualified,
according to the Constitution of this state,
according to the Constitution of this state,
to exercise the duties of the office
to exercise the duties of this office
to which I have been appointed,
to which I am now appointed,
and that I will,
and that I will,
to the best of my ability,
to the best of my ability,
discharge the duties thereof,
discharge the duties thereof,
and preserve, protect, and defend
and preserve, protect, and defend
the Constitution of this state
the Constitution of this state
and of the United States.
and of the United States.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Okay. Next order of business, is approval of minutes from our meeting of January 27th. Are there any additions or corrections to be made to those as sent out? Hearing none, we'll accept them as distributed. Next, for public hearings, we have a request to rezone TMS number 13014131010, located at 717 West Fifth North Street, approximately 0.478 acres, and owned by Wendy G. and Matthew Keith Taylor, from neighborhood mixed use to urban corridor mixed use in Council District 1. Okay, are the petitioners present? Would you like to tell us?
Just here to observe, sir.
Okay. Is there anyone else that wants to speak to this? If not, we'll close the public hearing and move to new business. We have new street names.
Yes, sir. So for the first is for the Glen Oak Towns development. 2 street names are needed. There are 4 available, so we just need 2 of those to be approved. I believe they're in order of preference. Applicants.
I move that we accept the first 2 names.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor of the motion to accept the first 2 names, signify by saying aye. Aye. Those opposed, like sign. Ayes have it, unanimous.
All right, turn myself off. Then we have Simmons Woods. 1 name's needed, and we only had 1 that didn't have any conflicts. So
Okay.
Motion for College Lane.
Second. Have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, like sign. The ayes have it, it's unanimous. All right, we move to the request to rezone TMS number 13014131010, located at 717 West Fifth North Street, approximately 0.478 acres, and owned by Wendy G. and Matthew Keith Taylor, from neighborhood mixed use to urban corridor mixed use in Council District 1. Do I have a motion?
I would make a motion to deny this.
I second.
Have a motion to deny and a second. Discussion.
I mean, it's just more dense, highly just open zoning with residential behind it. I know when these contiguous parcels were rezoned, that was a surprise and not in accordance with the comp plan as well. So that's just what I think is the right zoning. It's across from a school and
Yep.
lots of residential.
Okay, it's my understanding this, there is a auto repair facility of sorts on the site and it is grandfathered in. Is that true, Jessica?
Yes, that is correct. If you look at the aerial here, there's technically two buildings on the site. One is like a convenience store, which is allowed in the neighborhood mixed use. It doesn't have a nonconformity, but yeah, this building is currently being used as an auto repair facility and has been for many years. So it is a legal non-conforming use, and as long as it remains in operation, it will remain a legal non-conforming use. There's no penalty. They won't have to stop that use unless they, choose to.
My belief is that the current zoning fits the neighborhood best.
Could you say at what time, this parcel would need to meet the buffer requirements that are?
So if there was any redevelopment of the property, it would have to come into conformance as feasible, with buffer requirements. Obviously the building is right up against the property line, so I mean, they wouldn't have to move the building or anything of that sort. But should they, decide to tear down a building and rebuild or do anything of that sort, they would have to bring the buffer requirements up to conformance as much as possible, within reason.
Okay. All right, anything else? All right, I have a motion to decline. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, like sign. The ayes have it, it's unanimous. Okay, we're down to miscellaneous.
I do not have
Nothing.
anything. in this way.
Have nothing. I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
I move to adjourn.
Second.
Have a motion to second. All in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. We stand adjourned. Thank you, folks.